couple of people are going to join.
Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro.
All these slots got moved, bro. Hey, listen, slot out. That's my analysis. Slot out. Big up to everyone that's locked in, bro. Big up, big up, big up, and welcome back. Hey, listen, it's been a long time, bro. I feel like it's been forever with this international. Obviously, for you guys, it's been different. For the Irish, it's been different, but Algeria probably just, we were going to the World Cup anyway, so it wasn't really anything interesting. We played Mali, and you know how it is, bro. They should just change profession. Their football's not their thing, bro. Okay, football's not their thing. I don't know what they should do, maybe running or something like that, but football's not their thing. Okay. Views, how we feeling, bro? How we feeling?
Nervous, bro, as usual, man. Nervous, bro. Always, innit? When the ball's in our court, that's usually when we tend to fumble. You know what I mean? So everyone told me it's going to be different this year. Results wise, it has been a little bit different in a lot of the games. And kudos to the players. But there's only one common denominator that gets me nervous every week, and that's the manager of the football club. You know what I mean? Especially when both, like, I couldn't enjoy the Ops losing yesterday, because all I kept thinking is, let me just get to a certain time on Sunday and we've picked up the 3 points. Not 1 point, by the way, 3 points. Because I can already know that these top gooners are gonna, we're 1 point more than we was last time. That I don't want no. A win at home. The home games as well. Because now, and I'll shut up in a second, now that's what I was thinking yesterday. I saw Man City, and even though they've had a bit of a revival, you can get at them. Liverpool, they were getting results, but you can get at them. It's like we're the only team, and who else? Burnley, that went to Anfield and didn't score. So I'm regretting that shit now. And Man City at home. Man City at home. We're at home. And we're playing for a draw. Like the Etihad's going to be any easier. So yeah, man, I just feel nervous, bro, and it's because of Arteta. I don't know if he's going to be putting on any of these players that are probably not going to be ready. Let's be honest, they're definitely not going to be match fit. So yeah, I'm just nervous, bro, and just for that, not because of Tottenham, not because of anything else, because of Arsenal. When we're in this position where everyone's fumbled, we usually tend to do it as well. So fingers crossed, not today.
I mean, nobody's match fit when it comes to Arteta. Let's just start there. I mean, Shane, I know you're sharing my brain on this one. Who's match fit? Who's match fit? That's Saliba?
I don't know. Saliba, maybe he picked up an injury at the end of last season. I don't know. Raya, maybe. Yeah, Raya, maybe. That's about it, I think. Maybe Eze. But look, I'm with you. A draw today is as bad as a loss for me. A draw today is not good enough. This is a big chance. Massive chance. And this is where Arteta normally shits himself, is when the pressure's on. I said this in the lead up to the matches yesterday. I said, look, if City win, they're a point behind us. I said, but if they lose or draw, there's a different type of pressure, the one to jump ahead. And that can be worse sometimes, especially with this manager. If we drew today, I'd gained an extra point on these guys, the way that, like Hugh says, the top gooners are worded. I'd be less confident than I was before City lost if we draw today. I'd be less confident in winning the league than before City lost, because I'll be going, every time they slip up, we're going to let them away with it. So if we go into this game, let's remember, Spurs have more injuries than us, so I don't want to hear injuries. And if Calafiori, I was saying to you backstage, if he touches grass today at any point in this game after Italy sending him home and saying you're not fit for purpose, and then Arteta admitting that he had a few injuries before he went away to Italy, so not just one, he had a few, right? Every time, right? If he touches grass today, which he will, if he touches grass, he might only be on the bench, then I don't want to ever hear a top gooner complain about injuries ever again. I don't want to ever hear it be complained about, because we've seen this last season. Odegaard got sent home not fit for purpose, started 4 days later for Arsenal. We've seen it with Martinelli. We've seen it over and over and over and over again. When these guys are not fit, he plays them. I don't think we'll see the Odegaards. I don't think we'll see Madueke. I think he's made them go out for walks with the team. Just there you go. Odegaard will not play. Okay. I think he sent them out. I think one of them will. I think Calafiori and maybe Noni Madueke will be on the bench, but I think Calafiori will start. I really do. I think he'll start. Even if he gets through the game, by the way, even if he gets through the game without picking up an injury, and they go, "Oh, I told you," it just means he'll get injured down the line, just like Gabriel, just like everybody else. It's a byproduct of being flogged. But yeah, listen, I do think we'll stink a 1-0 win. I think it'll be massive. I could go as far as I was watching Dan's review of the weekend, the short he did, Dan Potts, big up to Dan Potts, and I left a comment saying, oh, this is massive. I don't want like a draw, blah blah blah. Everything I've said here, and I scrolled down and someone said, "This is the biggest North London derby in history." I mean, why do you have to go that far in history? We won the league at White Hart Lane, and they're saying this. They have to take everything and just inflate it until it's absolutely. It's just, they make it grotesque. You know what I mean? Everything they do, they make it grotesque, and it's just like, come on, man. But listen, I do think we'll scrape a win, and I'll say it again, and I'll finish on this. A draw is as bad as a loss, people. Mentally, it's as bad as a loss. You have let teams away with it, and then we have to go away to Chelsea, and they could end up a point behind us. Or the same points if we lose. So I'm telling you right now, a draw, it means more than points. A win here means more than points. This is putting our foot in our neck and saying we will not wilt this time. So we'll see his defensive lineup. We'll see what comes in the next few minutes. But if Calafiori touches grass, never talk about injuries again.
Oh, they will. They will.
I know.
BBK, good morning, bro.
Morning.
How are we feeling?
Good, man. Good. It's a must win, isn't it? It's the last time we lost to this bunch at the Emirates in the league. I know the League Cup was about 7 years ago, but in the league, it's been quite a while. So, Mikhail can't pick now to fuck this up, And this would carry me back to last season, where every single time Liverpool dropped points last year, we let them off the hook. We didn't take advantage. I remember one weekend they didn't even fucking play. They had a game called off for weather or something against Everton, and then we went to Fulham and shit the bed. Every time they drew to Villa, they drew to Everton, and we always let them off the hook. Now we have them and City off coming off the back of bad results. We're at home, less injuries. We're better, player for player, whatever. We have to win this game. 3 points. Anything other than 3 points today is a huge letdown. And if we take, City away out the equation and you take Liverpool out the equation, Chelsea did their business yesterday. They're 3 points behind us. Yeah. Have a colossal mistake today. Then we have Chelsea away next week. We could see Chelsea go above us if we find a way to. We always find a way to get in our own way. We can't let that happen today. It's just, and at full-time whistle, whether it's 1-0, 2-1, however, we have to have 3 points on the board. Or, we hear this discussion on this year's Arsenal is different. This bunch is different this year. It's different. Well, This game, along with the next 3, will answer that question. If we lose this game today, we don't even have to go to the next 3. The question will be answered. No, it's the same old Arsenal. But anything other than the 3 points today, and then I have no confidence whatsoever that we're going to go on and win this league or anything for that matter. Welcome to the Jezza.
Welcome. Jez, I think it's the disappearing messages. On Insta, there's an option where you get disappearing messages. I think that's fine.
No, see, I can get it. Your message link came through on my phone, but on the iMac, which this is linked to, it doesn't appear in Insta, and I do not know why. I've rebooted it and done everything, and I've got disappearing messages turned off. So I don't understand what's going on there. But yeah, never mind. I'm here anyway. Never mind.
How are we, Jez?
I'm all feeling nervous about the game. Nervous.
Understandable. I mean, listen, we got to play that one more time. Liverpool are fooling. Do you know what's the mad thing is? Is that Liverpool are just, they're taking themselves out. I mean, I feel like Liverpool players want our slot out. I mean, there's so many games that were winnable. But again, they don't fail to disappoint. And I'm saying they're always 3-0. Oh, man. Slot lost it.
Harder. Show y'all the mean and chivalry. Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Sav Juga. Oh,
that's slot break dancing. Bro. Salute.
What's happened to Rashid? I can't see him.
Got Captain Guns in the building.
What's happened to Rashid? Big up the panel, man. What we're saying, lads.
Be up, Lee.
Harder. Show y'all the mean and chivalry. Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Sav Juga. Every member on my team is a shooter. Night like a room, no room for intruder.
That Allen Houston jersey, by the way, that New York Knicks Allen Houston jersey, bad boy jersey.
Looks like slot as well.
That tune's a dope tune as well. Yeah, that makes it even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
What we're saying, man, we all confident we're going to beat the scum today?
Nervous, man. Nervous.
No, don't be nervous. They're rubbish, lads.
Please, I hope you're right.
Actually, I predicted 5-0 at Sunderland, so probably best to ignore me. Jez, you predicted a draw. What are you saying? We're listening to you, mate.
Yeah, well, no. What I said to you, Lee, was I'm predicting that my head is telling me 0-0. My heart is telling me 5-0. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I'm nervous now. I'm getting nervous. I always get. This is the game I've got the most nervous about every year. Home and away. To me, it's massive. It's huge. It's in the blood. It's tribal. We've got to have the shouting rights of North London. I can't have it with them load of spuds. So yeah, it's got to be a win. But I'm
only a win I do, Jez. Only a win.
I know it's got to be a win, Lee, but I'm being sensible. These games are tight. Yeah, unless Arsenal turn up all guns blazing, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna draw. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's massive. Like that's what I was saying earlier, that even if we draw this game and all the top gooners are saying, well, it's a point gained, I was saying that I'll be less confident of the season than I was before City lost, because it just proves that every time we get a chance that we're going to slip up. If we win, it's massive. And I did say earlier to the lads as well that if Calafiori even touches grass today, there's no more excuses for injuries, because he got sent home with several injuries. And if he starts, they can never complain about injuries ever again, because it just proves that this manager's the problem.
He didn't even train unless he trained yesterday. He didn't train. The manager said that. We've done the press conference.
But he did that with Gabriel. He played him against He played Gabriel against Palace when he hadn't trained.
Yeah.
So it's no issue to him. But this guy's getting sent home with several injuries, according to Arteta. So, I mean, I don't want to hear it again. If he plays at all, here's the Arsenal team news now. Capier at centre-back. Calafiori at left-back. There you go.
There we go. Calafiori.
Why?
What minute is he going to pull up?
Eze, And then Saka, Marino.
So Calafiori's starting, even though he didn't train.
Yep, and he got sent home with an injury. So he's starting at left back. So Miles Lewis-Skelly on the bench. Miles Lewis-Skelly on the bench. A fully fit Miles Lewis-Skelly isn't starting. Marino, Trossard, Saka up front. Eze, Zubimendi, Rice, of course. And injured Calafiori. Nkapie's played 80 minutes at centre-back because he doesn't rotate. Saliba and Timber, who got smashed up on international as well. So
this guy is a spastic. I'm sorry, man.
I told you, he's a psychopath.
Is the other guy on the bench?
No, I don't think so. That was all a myth.
Because he was in the hotel, apparently.
Yeah, but that's all a myth, I'm sure. Mosquera on the bench.
There was a lad in my chat. He was actually out staying at the hotel. Yeah, and his son, he's a member of my chat.
Lewis-Skelly, Dauman, Wanyeri. Sorry, it's tiny here. Madueke on the bench, I think. Madueke, Norgard, Martinelli, White, Mosquera. Yeah.
Martinelli's been rushed back.
Why not, then?
Oh my days.
Very defensive bench there again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kepa, Mosquera, White, Martinelli, Norgard, Madueke, Ethan, Skelly, Dauman. So Martinelli, the only one that ain't made it onto the bench out of the ones that were spotted at the hotel were Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah.
Yeah,
he was at the hotel. He was there.
He had a setback.
100%.
He
had a setback. He had too much room service.
So the
Gyökeres, well, everybody was saying was fit, weren't they? Saying Gyökeres was fit.
Depay have another setback as well, apparently.
Yep.
I know
Christmas.
Yeah, none of these.
He'll never be right, dudes. He will never be right. Kai Havertz will never. He never was. The chap's a gimp, but he'll never be fitness-wise right again.
Gyökeres was in the training photos, but weren't on the team coach at the hotel.
Fucking. Oh, I saw Flowers come out. Oh, the abuse that Gyökeres is getting about his weight has gone too far. You would say that, mate, because you put on about 3 stone over the last 2 months. No wonder you're a bit touchy about it, you fat fuck. You know what I mean? All the fatties always get offended when another person.
When he's doing that, it's just all headshots, isn't it? You know, when he's doing
it's just he has to stick a Hoover to the back of his head before a headshot, man. Just to suck it back.
It's funny because who was the player that called that said he was fat? Which one of our ex-players said he was fat? What was his name, man? There was one of our ex-players came out. He used to play for Benfica. Yeah. See for 1 year. What's his name?
Walcott. Was it Walcott?
No, not Walcott.
Stefan Schwartz said it.
Stefan Schwartz, that's it.
Yeah. And Flowers didn't know who he was. Big football fan.
Are you for real?
No, he didn't know. I've never heard of him, he said, when he was talking with Stefan Schwartz. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. That's what he said.
Is that a wind-up?
I saw the clip. No, I saw the clip. I was going to send it to you, actually. I forgot. He's talking about the fat thing. I might have sent it to myself to save it, actually. And he goes, oh, yeah, it's disgrace going on about weight and stuff like that. And then he says, who said it? Someone, Stefan Schwartz? I've never heard of him.
Wow.
So big football fan, Flowers. Had
nearly
never
half
heard
a million
of
subs.
Player.
Crazy work.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Stefan Schwartz scored one of our most important goals in the Cup Winners' Cup, but this guy hasn't heard of him.
I mean, didn't he play in the 94-95 final?
Yeah, but he got us through. He scored a free kick. He scored a free kick in Sampdoria to get us through.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey,
I'm really looking forward to this foot race between Van de Ven and Marino,
Oh, yeah, that's gonna. Yeah. Okay,
don't worry, man. They're not getting out their half. We were just playing U-shaped football on the edge of their box, so it'll be fine.
Boom.
It's the road runner.
The rice recycle.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. We're gonna box. I don't worry, man. Just for the banter, I hope we nick it 1-0 in stoppage time. On goal, Van der Ven.
They are going for Danso, Romero, Van der Ven, and Spence at the back. So they're going for set pieces to defend set pieces and to score them. Palini at midfield. They're going with 3 at the back. Looks like 3 at the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so they got Vicario,
Danso, Romero, Van der Ven, Spence.
Yeah, they're going 5 at the back.
Udogie, Kudus, Richarlison, Odegaard.
Yeah, they're going 5 at the back.
Kudus is going to fucking shred Calafiori.
Yeah. Oh, they've got Kudus, Odegaard, Bentancur, Richarlison.
So they will double up on Calafiori with Kudus and Spence.
Yeah, Spence might play left back though, right?
No,
Udogie's left back. Spence is going to be right back. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
No, but you're right. He has played there before. Like that's what I'm saying. Thomas Frank he's played Spence left back before as well, though. So I was.
Yeah, but we have Udogie. I just wonder with Udogie that otherwise I would have thought that he was left back. But Udogie's he's only left back.
Why is Hincapi starting at how many minutes has he actually played for Arsenal? Mosquera's come in and partnered Saliba before. So wouldn't
He started against Slavia Prague, I think. I think he played 70-something minutes against Slavia Prague. Other than that,
did he play in the cup?
That was at left back. He played at centre back against Port Vale, I think. And Brighton. No, just against Brighton. Just against Brighton.
To be fair,
I think he came off with 10 minutes left.
I would have picked Nkapia at left back, left centre back.
I would have too. I would have
picked him at left centre back because that's more natural to him.
Yeah, I would have played. He is at left centre back, I think.
But Mosquera.
What about left back, Lee?
Left back, I would have played Skelly. I would have played Skelly
at left back.
I would have played Skelly at left back, Nkapia at left centre back. Yeah, because Calafiori, bro, he didn't even play. Yeah, and big up to Gattuso as well because he came out and said, no, he's not fit to play. Yeah, he's not fit to play. Yeah, how comes every time they go on international break, the managers go, they're not fit to play?
Yeah,
apart from Gabriel.
Yeah, but they even had a plan in place to only play him for 60 minutes. We've never had that.
Mate, Shane, you texted me yesterday about Chelsea. They dropped Caicedo for the whole game. He never played.
Yeah.
He's their most important midfielder.
Estevao. They dropped Estevao, inform Estevao.
Now, this guy Calafiori is not played football since the last time we played football.
Yeah.
Which was against who did we play last? Sunderland.
Yeah.
It was the last time he played football. He ain't trained.
And as I tell
he trained yesterday.
He's had several injuries.
He's done it plenty. He's done it. So he's doing it now with Calafiori. He did it with Odegaard against Liverpool. He never trained or kicked a ball all week. Yet he came on the same time as Eze.
Yeah.
He done it with Gabriel Magalhaes. He's only just come back, and then we all thought he weren't going to play. I forget the game. Was it one of the Champions League games or one of them? Right. And he's cut. So that's 3 times already this season, and now he's done it with Calafiori.
He does it all the time. He does it all the time. Views. This is why I said to these guys that this is worse than Brazil saying, "Oh well, Gabriel's in the red. We'll just lower his training and then start them and take him off." Not playing someone who hasn't trained all week is 10 times worse. They're cold going into it. And we discussed this, Views. We said about Guardiola getting interviewed before the game. I think it was the Bournemouth game. And your one asked him about Reinders. So Reinders isn't in the starting 11. And he said, he's only trained once this week. And she goes, so he's not fit. And he just goes, he's only trained once. Like, he couldn't believe what she said. Yeah. Where we have not trained at all, thrown straight in. Cole Palmer.
Pep did it with Rodri in his press conference Friday. He said mentally, but most important, physically, he needs to be 100% before he can play football. And he had a setback 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so he needs to be physically and mentally 100% before we're playing. Whereas we're sitting there going, "Oh, don't worry, Declan, play with a broken toe. Oh, don't worry, Gabby. Yeah, we know you've played an average of 79 minutes this season in every game. He's played every game on average 79 minutes. Yeah. This manager, bro, I swear, if he drops points today, sack him.
Yeah, let's not forget
Tottenham.
But let's not forget we got a game on Wednesday as well, you know.
Yeah, Bayern Wednesday, man. They won 6-2 yesterday.
But guys, don't you think the Bayern game doesn't mean anything now? Because we both got 12 points and it's got no pressure. And do you know what I'm saying? Even if we lose,
he don't want to lose his ego, because Bayern have the ability to blow teams away. Like if Bayern come and slap us 4-0, then all of a sudden he's in shambles, and then his ego won't allow him.
His record,
we haven't conceded 3 goals since Luton. That goes out the window, and you know how he reacts to this type of stuff that tarnishes. Right? Remember his Big Six record that he tried to protect that and ran players into the ground even more. You know what I mean? So if he's not rotating for this, bro. Anyone thinks Calafiori is going to complete 90 minutes today?
No. How many injuries has Bayern Munich had?
Like, they've had a few. I'm sure Musiala snapped his leg in the.
Yeah, Musiala's out most of the season.
Yeah. He's gone.
What a baller, bro! Hey, speaking of ballers, did you guys hear this? This is Lee Dixon who was asked.
Oh, this is the Declan Rice thing.
Oh my god!
I see you sent it to me, but I ain't watched it.
Oh, so bad.
What is it?
It's shocking.
Bear with me.
Is it another glaze? Is it another glaze session?
Yeah, but beyond belief, Taron, like beyond belief.
Bro.
This is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I didn't even get to the end of it. I said I can't even watch this. These guys, I swear to God.
You're gonna play. Hey, look at this. One sec. Do you know what? Let's just play it from my phone. Here it is. This is it.
Yeah.
So he started off with Steven Gerrard. He started off comparing Declan Rice to Steven Gerrard. Here it is.
Like who you keep in the team?
Terrible.
Steven Gerrard. Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne. Well, no. Frank Lampard. No. Rodri. goals.
Fuck off.
Ballon d'Or Rodri. You should have stacked it at Rodri, bro. Ballon d'Or Rodri.
Oh, howler. Howler, Mr. Lee Dixon. Howler.
People say these
come
people
on,
seriously, you know, they're sellouts. They're fucking sellouts.
Come on.
Huh? That's one of the worst I've seen for selling out. Like that's beyond belief.
And that's not even. This is half of the players, guys. So he said that Declan Rice is better than De Bruyne. We let that slide. All right, cool. He said that Declan Rice is better than Lampard. Better than Rodri.
No.
Better than Scholes.
Yeah, Scholes.
Better than Roy Keane. Better than Phil Foden. I don't know why they compared it.
Did they call Patrick's name? Did they call Patrick's name?
Caicedo.
Did they call Patrick? Did they say Patrick in there?
They didn't say Patrick.
Bellingham.
He's better than Jude. That's the only one.
Yeah. Yaya Toure. Michael Carrick. Sandro Tonali. Which is bullshit, by the way, but still, you can't prove it. You can't prove it.
The only one that you've named out of all them players so far that Declan's better is Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
That's it. The rest, they piss all over him.
Modric.
Some of these are legends.
Modric. And Lee Dixon's saying no.
Ballon d'Or winner. I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate because this is criminal. He should be locked up for this shit.
He was trolling,
he should
bro.
Be locked up for this
he was
shit.
Trolling.
He should go. He should do at least 2 years for this shit.
He was trolling.
Modric, look at this. Oh my days. De Bruyne. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Do you know what De Bruyne did? Lampard.
Yeah, come on.
Lampard would have a fair shout at being Chelsea's greatest ever player. I'm not saying he would be, but he'd be up there in the nomination.
He's their all-time top goal scorer.
Yeah.
He beat Bobby Salmon's record.
From midfield.
GA. He's got GA. He's got GA.
Yeah, but can he take free kicks like Declan though, Lee? Can he whip it like Declan against Real Madrid?
Except he scored double-figure free kicks, not just two.
Yesterday,
40-year-old Modric is still balling out for AC Milan.
Yes.
40 years old man Modric. Modric with one leg is better than Declan Rice's entire career will ever be if he lives to 100.
I think they're still missing.
Ironically, Declan probably will end up with one leg if he keeps playing under this man.
Yeah, he will.
You know what I mean?
Jez, what do you make of Dixon saying that, mate? That's fucking jokes, isn't it? It's embarrassing. This is where we're at, right?
Nah, he's a prick. I never liked Lee Dixon. Never liked him. I've always thought he's a clown. He was a decent player at Arsenal. You can't deny that.
He was very good.
But he's a sellout. That's it, right? He's on the Arsenal bus. He's on the bandwagon. He's getting his kickback. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't respect anything that clown says. There's too many Arsenal ex-Arsenal players that have jumped on the bandwagon. God knows why, and they're going to fall flat on their bloody faces the day that Arteta goes out of the club. And I'd like to hear them all being interviewed when, and it will be when there will be a day that Arteta goes. I want to hear all of these clowns defend what they've been spouting and crapping on for the last 6 years, because they're going to make themselves look like an absolute bunch of see you next Tuesdays. I've no time for them. I've never had any time for Dixon anyway. Never liked him. So good player, talk bullshit, and nah. I don't listen to these people. Sorry, I listen to people like Petit, Henry, Bergkamp, right? Tony Adams.
There you go.
Who are proper Arsenal.
What about Ian Wright?
Nah,
he sold out as well.
I've never liked him either. I always thought he was a prick.
No, I did love him now, but he has sold out.
He owns
Ian Wright's the reason I supported Arsenal, you know, so I always got a soft spot for right. He is the reason why I support this club, and even I had to be like, come on, bro.
He's with these. He's with these. He's with the Illuminati, bro. Yeah. He's with the Illuminati, yeah. He's with the Illuminati. Like, you're right. Speaking about, Jude Bellingham, he's getting hate. He's getting hate in the heat. Bro, Jude is playing shit. People are calling it shit. That's what it is. You go to your Insta right now. Even me, a nobody. I go through my Insta right now. You'll find some people that cuss you. You find some people that say,
bro, if any of us could open up any DMs and it'd be kill yourself.
Yeah. I've got it many times. Take a rope and hang yourself. I don't know how many times I've gotten that.
The cesspool of YouTube. The cesspool of YouTube.
We're the negative and toxic fans. We've all predicted a win apart from Jezza, right? He's predicted a draw. Jez,
you're negative. All wins. I haven't predicted a loss all season long. Every single game this year, I've predicted wins. You know, that's some force for a negative guy, right? That's like a guy tells you, I'm gay, but I only fuck women. Like, how much sense does that make?
No, but you're only doing it so you show that you're not negative. That's what I get told. And then when we win, he's fake happy. He's faking being happy.
Guys, you know, speaking of fake fans, I was scrolling today and the Trinity of Evil popped up on Instagram. It was fucking Cecil in the middle, right? Christian and Pincus, right, talking about the old firm derby, right? And I was like, oh dear God, right? They're outside the Emirates, and Pincus is going, do you think Mosquera knows how much NLD means to the people? He even abbreviated it while he's talking, this twat. Do you know what it means? Does Mosquera understand? That's why he didn't want to play him. I don't know if he understands how much the NLD means to the people, so maybe it's not a good. Shut the fuck up, chap. You know, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Christian? Oh, well, Calafiori's our tennis guy. Shut up, he's your guy, mate. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this right now, right? If the clowns that supported Tottenham against Man City 2 seasons ago celebrate a win today, then I'm going to go in on them big time, because they are absolute clowns. The fact they had the audacity to support Tottenham, and you know who I'm talking about, right? I will go in on them massive, because at the end of the day, this is one of the biggest games of the season for Arsenal. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Man United are our biggest competitive rival. This is tribal today.
Yeah.
Right? North London today is a war zone.
Yeah, mate.
Between Tottenham and Arsenal. And, you know, when Kenny was on his way to the game, I said, just be careful, Kenny. You know what it's all about.
Yeah.
And he was saying they're already around. And people like Egal and all those little numpties think that they can actually support Arsenal in this game after what they did against Man City. Get out of here, man. You're not Arsenal. You are not an Arsenal fan. You would never, ever.
He's not an Arsenal fan.
Apparently, Jez, apparently, cheering on Tottenham isn't as bad as you and me saying that Arteta is tactically inept. Because when we said he was tactically inept, they said not fit to wear the badge, disgrace, and they cheered for Tottenham 2 years ago. That's how their mind works.
Yeah,
one
not
of them
only that.
one of them like the manager, so that's seen as worse.
Egal said that he wouldn't support the Canadians, who are the Maple Leafs direct rival, if it meant the Maple Leafs win a league title. I said, cool, why the fuck were you supporting Tottenham then?
SPURS,
exactly, because they don't get it, bro. Yeah, it's all about just jumping on the bandwagon. And that's not because he's from overseas originally. It's nothing to do with that. It's about the fact that he has no idea about the club. Matty's overseas, bro. You're overseas. I'm overseas now. Yeah, fair enough. I lived in England. Yeah, Jezza was in the fucking heartbeat of it. So I'm saying, Kenny's there, DJB's there. These people have grown up, born and bred around the corner, or like literally opposite in Jez's case. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. It's like dumbed down a little bit in terms of a lot of people have moved out the area, new people have moved in, and it's not as bad as when Jezza was going.
Money.
Yeah, Jez, you were running the fucking gauntlet going down to White Hart Lane, mate. Fucking hell.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you might not come back alive, Jess. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got the proof of 23rd December 78 when I got a brick in my mouth.
It's funny. It's funny.
You know, it was a dodgy time, and going down to White Hart Lane and back in there was probably the worst day out. And you certainly never ever went on your own. You got isolated, mate. You're going to get absolutely
cut the atmosphere with a knife, Jez. I bet it's like the biggest game, like for the area as well, like, and one of the biggest in the league season. Yeah, obviously, like you said, fucking Man United for me. Yeah, and Man United's the biggest. Yeah, but Tottenham logistics, like first in London, not first in North London, postcodes, all that bullshit back in the day. Yeah, them getting relegated, or us getting relegated and coming back in at their expense, so on and so forth. Yeah, it is a lot of fucking headache, but you look forward to it. Yeah, but if like I've never lived in London, Jez, so I don't know. But everyone I know that has and has been whilst living in that era, have said, yeah, it's a massive game. But you're fucking bricking it at the same time because at any point you'll get a brick. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Or you get piss thrown at you, or coins launched at you. Yeah, and their main boozer was on the corner of their fucking the away end, wasn't it? Yeah. And they'd fucking launch pints at you, piss and everything, like fucking pints of piss, coins. No, I was being serious. Yeah, it was fucking nasty. Like,
no, it's a big game. It's a big game. I'll be honest.
To a lot of people, it's not though. Yeah, I listen. It's a big game. It's Arsenal's biggest game of the season in terms of it's Tottenham.
Yeah,
but I don't rate them. I think they're shit. They ain't my rival. But in terms of the whole history of our clubs, it is the biggest game.
It's more tribal, Lee.
Yeah.
I agree with you, and it always has been pretty much all my life. Arsenal, Man United, Arsenal, competitively is always the big one. It's always that's the one where you can win leagues or get through to a semi-final of a cup or whatever. But this is tribal, and it is tribal because it's having the shouting on her to say, we just done you lot. Done you. And that is how it's always been all my lifetime. And even my granddad used to say back in his day, right, back in the 20s, and the 40s and the 50s, it was always been the same. There wasn't so much violence then, but that it was always the honour of saying we beat you, we've done it, right? And it's never changed, and it never will. The demographic has changed, where people have moved out and other people have moved in. That's fine, whatever. And there's a lot of Arsenal fans that go to the ground now. They don't get it because they've never lived in the area.
Well, they don't want to educate themselves.
No,
because let's be real, BBK, you get it. You don't live in the area.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You get it.
See this guy right here. Like I've said to him, I watch the Empire Show all the time, but I don't watch it live. I have to watch it on the replay so I can fast forward through the but when Kenny is on there, and there should never be a panel where Igal talks more than Kenny can ever.
They don't know the hierarchy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I've lived in London all my life. They don't know the hierarchy. They're just talking out of the side of their mouth.
You know how much since I've started doing YouTube, you don't know how much I've learned from this guy and this fella right here. You know, and I have no shame in saying that. I've been following Arsenal since 1991. There's so much that I don't know, and I'm willing to admit that. You know, because I look at Chelsea and I look at Man United as our biggest rivals because I've seen them take league titles from us. Tottenham's never taken a league title from us. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know that is trouble and stuff. But yeah,
you can never know enough, though, Tyron. I mean, I learned stuff off Jez, off you, off everybody, and even just yesterday, a new Arsenal 125-year history book came in the post. You have to always keep updating. You'll forget stuff. The stuff you won't know. The stuff that I was reading up about Spanish football, and then I found out about that Irish manager O'Connell who went over in the 40s and 50s and managed Barcelona. And I never knew about that. You know what I mean? You learn something new every time. You can never know it all, man. Never know it all. That's what it's all about.
We're willing to admit that. Them men act like they know every damn thing. You know what I mean? They act like they know the club inside out, and then they're the be all end all, tell you that you're not fit to wear the badge because you say Mikel Arteta is tactically inept, and then on Sunday against Sunderland, he proved that he was tactically inept. So he legitimately did what Jez said he was. And
but that guy, Big Hero 6 also said that, we're 200 years, it's 200 years old. You know what I mean? Same guy that said that, you know?
I didn't even pass GCSE math and I know that's wrong. But like I said to you guys, right? Like I said to you guys, sometimes they're just, their bodies are just too big. You can only put so much coal in. It works the bottom half of their body. When they get to the studio, you got to put a little bit more coal in. That will work the top half of their body, and the bottom half is just numb. Like it's nothing but creatine between the ears. Like I said, I live in London all the time. I'm not an Arsenal encyclopedia, but I know my flipping hierarchy. Do you understand? I knew who Kenny Ken was years ago. There was me with Ken in Chapel Market. My dad was telling me about him. God rest his soul. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll shut up on this. Even in pre-season, I was fuming. Everyone's like, "Oh, Views, you're just a yellow league gunner, blah blah blah." You always
yellow.
I know, I get it all the time, bro. You know, Penfold. And I said, you know why I'm pissed off? You know why I'm pissed off? Because we could play Tottenham in a fucking phone box, and you better be swinging it out. We could play IKEA car park, and you better be swinging it out. So I've been complaining since pre-season, and people think this PTSD was born yesterday. Like, give it a rest, man. Give it a bloody rest, innit?
You know what's mad? They gave it a 10 out of 10 window. They gave it a 10 out of 10 window. And then when it got to the point where we have to use that squad, but this is every season. When we get to the point where we have to use that squad, then the squad's not good enough. Injuries.
Then it's injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, but Fabrizio apparently tweeted that Calafiori's fit. He can't be. You know what I mean? There's no way he can be fully fit.
No,
nope. He physically can't be. Right, but this is the same Fabrizio that strategically released interviews that were 3 years old to cover for this manager. So if he says Calafiori's 100% fit, well, then I'm even more led to believe that he's not. Because why did he go to the Apple to do it?
I said this the other day, Shane, yeah? Right? I said, I guarantee he starts at left back this weekend. Yeah. I said, I guarantee you watch in the next 5 games, that guy will be out injured for quite a while.
Yeah, it's a guarantee.
And I guarantee he is. And it wouldn't surprise me if he goes down today. Yeah, because the guy literally trained on his own with Italy. One training session. Yeah, the manager came out and said it. Gattuso came out and said, "Yo, he's not fit, but we appreciate him being here with the squad, with Barea and somebody else because they weren't fully fit either. Yeah, and they all trained apparently on their own, and they were just part of the camp. Yeah, we've seen this with Odegaard after he played against Chelsea and laid a ball on for Martinelli in the 1-1 last season away. Yeah, he goes to Norway, Stolback and says, no, he ain't fit for purpose. Yeah, but then Odegaard comes out on the Norwegian FA website when he goes back home, and says, oh, yeah, well, if I didn't play in that Chelsea game, I wouldn't have got called up. And I understand he wants to rep his country. They want to go World Cup and they've qualified.
Who put that idea in his head, though?
But this is the thing, right? The story that came out the other day was Calafiori was told by the club not to go on international break. Yeah, because he weren't fully fit. Right? So on that basis alone, then, why is he ignoring the fucking club who pay his wages? Surely that's a 2-week fine and you're fucking not playing now for 6 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a load of bollocks. And they've spun the story saying, this is a bonus because he'll be fit for the North London derby. Okay, cool. Well, he's now starting the game. Let's see how fit he is today then. Hopefully he has a cracking game and we win the game, yeah? But how much damage is this going to do going to the next game? Bayern Munich. Then the next game, Chelsea away. Then the next game, I think, is what, Brentford?
Yeah.
What about the game after that? Yeah, Declan's going to get injured soon. Yeah, Timber's going to get injured soon.
Yes.
But them two.
Gabriel,
you can't say that, Lee. You can't say that.
You want them to get injued. That's what you
want. They literally.
I believe even if they're not injured, we're not going to win the league. So me saying that they're injured, I don't really. They're not going to win the league with all these players available. I'm telling you right now, with all these players available, even if they're not injured and they're all fully fit, they are not going to win anything, bro. This team is never going to win anything with this manager, bro. He's just not that guy that takes you to the next step.
That's why.
From now, why? Because
I'm saying
that's on the 8-point lead with playable games. Not some tough games, some playable games that you should be beating. Do you know what I'm saying? And he bottled that 8-point lead just because City play the long game. See, Pep Guardiola, why is he good at the Premier League, at winning the league? Sorry, not the Premier League. He won leagues in every country. He's better at leagues than as a tournament. For example, Tuchel's good in the tournament. So Pep Guardiola is good in the league because it's 38 games. It's not 12. It's not 15. It's not 20. It's 38. You need to be first and keep going first until the last game of the season. I wouldn't trust this manager even with the last game. If we had 3 points between us and if they win, they go through, I wouldn't trust it. You can't trust it. This guy had 8 points. We've gave him so many years. I know that some people would say, give him a cup. He should have won that cup in like 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago with the amount of money. If I'm putting 700 million in the club,
should have won it last year.
I'm expecting some kind of return, right? It's just how not the business side, as in the football side. If you're putting 600-700 on players, you're expecting at least something. FA Cup, something's going to come out of that 700 because I've seen other teams spend 700 and win way more.
But this is why I don't get the praise for this manager. Why are all these ex-players selling out? Yeah, why are the mainstream media lying, bringing out articles and morphing them together? Yeah, from 3 years ago to protect him.
Yeah.
Why is it nobody questions this guy? And when you do, you're instantly silenced, belittled, ridiculed, and fucking abused. Why? Yeah, can somebody please explain that to me? Yeah, because I swear down there, nearly every single Liverpool fan that I've seen this weekend wants their manager sacked, and he won the league last season.
I just said that on my show. Oh my God, sorry. Standards.
Yeah. Now, if that was us, they'd want a statue outside the ground for him. Look at what he done for the club.
And you know what?
It's about mentality.
Exactly. And let me just say this quickly. I'm sorry to even come across you. Right. This guy, he only thinks about literally about the next game. There is no duty of care. No, but he is though. He is. That's what he's like. He does. There's no duty of care for these players whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Because Italy, like I said, he holds it to his chest like it's state secrets. The managers come out and just said, no, he's not fit. Thank God he was around for a week. We applaud that, but he's not fit. Now all of a sudden he's fit for Arsenal. The German manager came out and said about Kai Havertz had a setback. Why have we not heard that from our own manager? And
he also said in his press conference, Arteta, Gabby got injured on international break with Brazil.
Brazil. I said, and I predicted it. I predicted that, Lee. I predicted it. I said it on my stream. I said on a few streams that he will say international and Brazil several times. He'll just keep putting it. He did it with Calafiori, international duty with Italy. That was the sentence. He got injured on international duty with Italy. Not this time now, the previous injury. On international duty with Italy. Who says it twice? Why do you say it twice?
You know what's crazy in this whole thing, though, right? What's crazy in this whole Slot thing, that the top gooners themselves and Arsenal fans are agreeing that Arne Slot should be sacked.
Yeah.
They had smoke for Ten Hag. They had smoke for Emerim. They had smoke for everyone that wants stuff. But when the conversation comes to Lord Mikel, it completely changes. Like one of them actually messaged me and said, "You had the nerve to say that Arne Slot was actually better than Arteta." I'm like, brother, the fact that you are using a Liverpool's bad run of form to use that as some Arteta prop is a reach for me. And this damn is
the league fucking title. Oh, but that's Klopp's team. That was Klopp's team. Cool. On that premise, then this manager, won with Arteta and Wenger's team. Then,
in this first
when
year,
they take the piss out of Liverpool and say, "Oh yeah, but Klopp won the COVID league." Cool. Well, this manager won the COVID FA Cup then.
And that Liverpool team that he won it with, that Klopp team, hadn't won the league in a few years. So
how many of the players had actually won the league that Slot inherited?
There was only about half of them. There was about half.
Not even that.
Van Dijk, Alisson, and Salah. Robertson.
Salah, Robertson.
That's it.
Robertson.
And who else? Maybe one more. Maybe Curtis Jones.
Was Konate there?
Yeah. No, Konate wasn't there.
No, so maybe about 6 players that had won the league out of 25.
Yeah,
but it's a Klopp team. Yeah, they're making out as Klopp's team that just won the league and he's retained it for them.
Right.
They haven't won the league for 5, 6 years.
It's the same with the gal saying, well, you cannot count the first 2.5 seasons for Arteta. Okay, well, then he didn't win an FA Cup then.
Well, if you can't count the first 2.5 seasons for Arteta, then we're not counting the first 2.5 seasons for Arne Slot. So why are you laughing at him then?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And if Arteta won the league last season in his first season, there's more like. Could you imagine if any of us were to say Arteta out the next season? We'll probably get lynched and hung in the.
But the thing is, though, if they keep claiming that this manager has brought us back to the heights, now we're a big club again. But then I want big club standards. So if we win the league this year and we start the way Liverpool did, I want them out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Every season it's a reset then, because they reset it every season for the losses. Now I will reset. Okay, he's done that. We ain't getting this 5-year bollocks and he stays for life and I'll give him a statue.
Yeah, but Shane, you got a laugh though, because Tottenham finished 17th last year, Man U finished 15th. Almost like last season was last season, and this year's a different year, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because Man U ain't 15th now, are they? And Spurs ain't 17th, are they? It's almost like last year was last year.
I would have taken that last year, and everyone was laughing at me. I've seen Arsenal fans telling me there's no way we'd have taken. What do you mean? You would have lost nearly every week. Oh yeah, but they're in the same place as we are, the Champions League, and they've won something in Europe for the 5th time.
But that's what Big Hero 6 did. That's what Big Hero. That was his excuse. That was his reasoning. That was his reasoning for saying that. Oh well, I'd rather finish second than 8 and 2 cups because.
No, but that was you, Lee, right? That was you who called him out on that.
Yeah. And then he said, if you finish second, then at least you're not sad during it. It's all emotions and dopamine.
I feel better. My experience on match day is so much better.
That's how Pincus argued with a United fan about trophies. It's all about dopamine, and I get dopamine all year long. Do you? You don't get it looking in the mirror, pal. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you that these guys, it's all about feelings and emotions, and that's all. He's done all.
They just have a better match day experience at the ground or on Twitter.
That's
Jez,
what it's about.
It weren't like this back in the day, was it? When you were going on the terraces, yeah. If you lost, you're fucking fuming. You go down the boozer, yeah. Wifey would be going, where the fuck? Well, you didn't have a phone back then, Joe. She couldn't find you. Yeah. But she knew that if Arsenal lost, she'd be teletexting the scores probably.
Yeah.
Go, oh, Arsenal lost. He's in the boozer fuming.
Yeah.
The difference is it's now aired on the internet. And now it's you're out of order. No, this is what fans do. This has turned into a whole gimmick and the club play to it. And then they've got ex-players like fucking Dixon. Righty. Parla.
Keown.
Fucking Keown.
Yeah.
These players are one shit with our club.
Yeah.
Now look at the difference, right? We smashed that stadium down to be like Real Madrid. Yeah, the Zona España, Real Madrid played tonight against Elche. My Elche and G's have got a little saying for us. Yeah, but either way, yeah, my point is, Guti will be doing the commentary on that game or in the studio. Yeah, he will absolutely cuss them. Yeah. He cusses them every week. Whether they win or not, he cusses them. This ain't Real Madrid. Yeah, Steve McManaman will do the Champions League for Real Madrid games. Yeah, he cusses them every week.
We'll have a look.
We'll have a look. They're legends of Real Madrid. They cuss them every week because the standards were set. Yeah, and now the players they've got are nowhere near the ability. Steve McManaman, can walk into that team right now. He's better than Vinny Jr. I'm sorry, he is.
Oh, he is. He is.
And I like Vinny, but bro, that guy's been trashed for about 2 years.
Ages,
yeah.
Guti
walked straight in that midfield over Jude Bellingham like that's mate.
Cazorla.
When Madrid won the first 5 European Cups, they set the standard. They set the standard in the 50s, and they haven't dropped it since. That was the standard in the 50s, and then they went like 20 years without winning a European Cup after that. But they still sack managers every couple of years for not winning it. For not winning it. Yeah. Well, we haven't won it in 10 years. So what? This is the standard. Win it.
Let me ask you, Del Bosque when he won it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly. Let me just ask you guys
he won the champs and not the league. Then he won the league and not the champs, and they sacked him for not retaining the champs, or vice versa.
Yeah, Capello got sacked when he won.
But she got sacked. Yeah, we'll have that. Fuck off. Cheers for the biggies. Bye-bye.
Not good enough. Capello, football's not good enough. Sorry, get out.
Let me ask you guys, what do you think's going on? Because when I'm doing this and I'm saying Illuminati, like I really mean it. No, I really mean it. Yeah, I really mean it because, like, look at Keown, look at Ian Wright, look at Dixon, look at the way that they bred the club.
Look at Fabrizio. He doesn't have any connection to the club. He was releasing interviews from 2 years to cover this manager. All the players are being interviewed at the moment saying, oh, Arteta's a genius. Why is that? Because he's under pressure about injuries.
Notice it was Arteta was the first one to get COVID in football as well.
Yeah. I didn't think he could. I thought because he's superhuman. You know what I mean?
But the point I want to make before I shut up, right, is Voldemort, he who can't be named, right? He who can't be named. We never knew the full ins and outs of what was going on there.
They did, though.
But do you notice everyone, the media was quiet? Have you not seen them interview like Ruben Amorim or any other manager? They
pound them. They pound them. Yeah,
nothing comes out, and soon as he's not our player no more, oh, he's a grapist, this, that. These men have got power. You've heard it come out of Judge's mouth. Oh, when you look behind the curtain,
Zippy said that Hincapié is one of the best defenders in the world. That's what he said recently. He's one of, but he's stuck in, regarded as. Right, so then he can say, well, I'm not saying it. So I commented and saying, unbelievable what you're saying. Oh, you're always misquoting me, blah, blah, blah. You're always misquoting me. I said, no, I know what you're doing. You put that in. You put that word in there so you can say that.
Regarded as by who?
He said, exactly. That's what I said. He said, oh, regarded as means it's a debate, right? It's a debate. And I said, no, someone has to have said it for it to be a debate. Otherwise, it can't be a debate. And I said, nobody has ever said that Hincapié is one of the best defenders in the world. No,
not even Leverkusen fans.
No. Why would
he went invincible?
One of the best defenders in the world. Yeah, but he played 20 games that season. He wasn't even a mainstay out of 3 centre-backs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But they just say invincible. They just throw it at him. Oh, well, then we may as well throw it at fucking Ian Marshall and these guys that played, that were on the bench for Arsenal back in the
Well, Seagan was invincible. He played 18
He played,
games
he
that
played
season.
a few goals. Yeah. But I mean, is he a legend? Come on.
Was he regarded as one of the best centre backs in the world?
You see, regarded is the way to do it.
It's bullshit. I big up Topside in the chat as well. COVID has more chance of catching Mikel Arteta.
Yeah. This guy, you know what I'm saying? You can't catch him, bro. You can't catch him.
No, it's a load of bollocks, man. But listen, he's got to win today. Yeah, and I do think we will win. Now I've seen the 11. Alafiori for me is sus anyway. Yeah, but I do think we'll win. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1.
Set pieces, Lee. How are we gonna win?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a dodgy penalty or something. Who's the referee? Oh, yeah. It's the Man City ref, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the excuse if we lose.
Yeah. Oh no, he went
to Saudi and ref the game or somewhere. Yeah.
No, they've laid the groundwork for that. That's all I've heard all week is who the referee is.
Yeah, it's been out for a few days. Like, why do we care about that?
I quoted. So who did I quote the other day? I think it was a Gal or Simu or someone. I quote tweeted him. I said, "Cool. Who do you want as ref?" No reply.
Well, they don't
because they don't know who they want as ref.
Anybody but him.
Yeah, but then you go and get a different ref, and it's he's a Liverpool fan because that's all we got last season.
Deep down, they want this ref though. So if we lose, then they can blame that. If we win, we win in spite.
Hey, why don't they just give us Anthony Taylor for all 38 games? Yeah, but even then, they don't like Anthony Taylor.
Do it that well. They don't
who do they want? Why don't we put it to a fan vote? Yeah, for the referee every week, and say, right, who do you want for the Arsenal game? Yeah, they wouldn't be able to tell you because it's just a gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week it's the ref. Oh, yeah, well, this ref has got this link into this company that is owned by Sheikh Mansour, and they paid him 20 grand and then dodgy decisions here. Okay, mate, we just want consistency. Well, if we want consistency, then, Shah should have been straight redded yesterday up at Newcastle, and Foden should have had a penalty because that was assault.
Yeah. That was a blatant.
Didn't see anyone saying robbed.
Offside?
Yeah. The second goal was blatant offside as well, by the way. You see how long it took before they showed us the fucking semi-automated offside thing? Yeah. And you could see by the line on the 6-yard line, he was blatantly offside.
Yeah.
So now are they rigging it for us to win the league then? Is that what they're saying?
Oh, well, now it's just about time we got a few decisions. That's what that is.
So it's
Forza Roma, by the way. Roma have just gone top of the Serie A. Go on the right.
What phase is he in?
Yeah, man. Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson scored.
Big up the Irish.
Yeah.
Big up the Irish. Troy Parrott Airport. Yeah, is that what we're saying?
That's what we're saying. For what's he play for? Fire? Who's he play for?
Hey, I saw the video.
You see
it went mad.
That little
man, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Hey, you went crazy.
Proper.
Come on, bro.
I didn't see the game, but I see the first goal.
Different level.
Made the scene.
Even his side goal was class.
Yeah.
In that team.
And the funny thing is, Evan Ferguson picked up a knock, which means that Parrott started against Portugal, scored both goals, and started against Hungary and scored all 3. He probably wouldn't have started if
wow.
Ferguson. No.
I don't worry, we'll be linked to him next week. Flowers.
I'll be happy with that, man. I don't want Arteta getting his hands on him, though. You know what I mean?
Who the Irish got?
Well, we got a good draw. We're away to Czech Republic. It's only one leg, but Czech Republic aren't the Czech football. And if we get through, then we have a home leg with just a home game. It's a one-off against either Denmark or North Macedonia.
Oh, so you got a good chance to qualify then.
We avoided Italy. We avoided Wales.
Yeah, we believe.
Who have Wales got?
Wales have to play
Northern Ireland as well.
Northern Ireland have to play Italy, and then Wales are on the other side of that, and they play Bosnia, I think, and then they get through to get either Italy or Northern Ireland away.
So it could be Northern Ireland versus Wales in that.
Yeah,
if Northern Ireland beat Italy away from home, which I don't see happening.
They might do.
You never know.
The way Italy are playing, I know, but Italy.
If Calafiori plays, mate, they got half a chance.
He didn't play at Italy Hill 4, so credit to Mikel.
Cole Palmer's got a fractured toe, so expect to see him playing.
Why didn't he play? I don't understand that.
No, I know. It's almost like Maresca rotates his squad, isn't it?
Yeah, Calafiori probably took a couple of injections today so he can last 45 minutes.
He's had the cortisone injection, man. He's had the ketamine. He's had it all, man. He's tanked up to his nines, bro. He'll be doing some mad erratic shit today. You watch.
I'd say it's more, but I'd say to save hassle, they just come in and say who's not getting an injection today, lads. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'd say they do. Who's not? And then one lad goes, it's just me. Who's
100% fit in this team?
No one. Maybe the goalkeeper. Maybe the keeper. That's about it.
And maybe Eze.
Aston Villa won again, by the way.
Yeah, fourth.
Got that prediction.
Morgan Rogers with a brace.
I took them out of my fantasy football team for the first
and they
time.
were 1-0 down. Wow, they're full.
Say what phase?
Yo, they're only 5 points behind us, you know. If we lose today, bro.
Yeah.
Because our fans were sitting there going, he's going to get Villa relegated.
Yeah.
How's that working out, lads? He's full, 5 points
That's what the gal that famous one with me when I said it's the lowest I've personally felt when who's going to finish up in the top 4 then? I said Villa. Villa are going to lose their best goalkeeper and their best midfielder and their best striker. How did that work out? They're all still there and they're up.
Yeah, they were after I think 4 games or 5 games this
season. They were winless. They were winless in their first half.
They were the only team in the top 7 leagues in England not to have scored a goal.
Yeah, and now they have the best over the last 28 games. They have the best home record of all top 5 European leagues.
Wow. This shows how shit the league is. Chelsea are 3 points behind us before today.
And he's still not playing Sancho, and he loaned out Leon Bailey.
Look at this. Tottenham 9th, United 10th, Liverpool 11th.
And Emery's been working under heavy financial restrictions as well, man. Heavy financial restrictions.
Yeah, you're right, Rashid. Chelsea, if they had a proper goalkeeper and a proper striker, mate, they'd probably be top.
I was shocked.
I couldn't believe they didn't get Kelleher. Why didn't they get Kelleher? They would keep him. Kelleher, man.
Why did they keep this guy? Why would they keep him? Why would they keep
Maresca rates
him? Cheap. He's cheap, bro.
I think Maresca rates him.
Cheaper goalkeepers that are better than this guy.
Cheaper to keeper, you know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
But how much did City play for Donnarumma? It wasn't.
Wages are astronomical,
bro.
But Chelsea paid the wages.
Donnarumma and Shirky. 30 mil.
No, I was shocked that Chelsea didn't go for Donnarumma because I do think if they had Donnarumma, they'd be right up at where they are now. They're probably closer to it.
They wouldn't have got their wage structure though. Kill their wage structure. They don't want to pay over $100,000 a week for a player, really.
Well, that's what. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the answer to Sanchez.
Kind of like it was like a chance because something happened between Donnarumma and PSG. That's why Donnarumma had to move.
Jez has got a bounce. I've got a bounce as well, to be fair.
Yeah, me
Jez,
too.
love you, man.
Take care,
the Godfather. Jez, score prediction. What are you saying? 0-0.
Tell us.
Ooh,
0-0. I that would be a disaster for me, by the way. Absolute disaster. Unforgivable.
Yeah.
1-0 Arsenal.
They'll still say we're top of the league.
It's a well-earned point. We've gained an extra point.
Right. Yeah. And I said that right at the start because that's how we have to think now. Do you know what I mean? We can't enjoy anything. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, big up to
Jez.
Big up
Jez. A legend. Talk to you later, mate.
Take care.
Take care, man.
See you later, buddy.
Listen, I've got a bounce as well because I'm literally half hour late for this watch along.
Big up,
in a bit.
Rashid, my G, come on.
Views. Thank you for being here.
Shane,
and we direct after this 100.
Love, man. I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal. How negative?
Oh, what are you saying? 1-0?
3-0. 3-1.
3-1. He sees us getting 3 goals with fucking Drossard and Marino. Fucking Marino up front.
You must believe.
The broken Saka.
North London Derby is the biggest game in the
NLD.
Season.
It's the NLD. The NLD.
This is heart. It's passion. It's a local rivalry spark from back in the day.
I'm too busy to say North London Derby. I'll say
got the music in the background. The dramatic music in the background as well.
Then you got to have the side on
shot. The Yorkshire.
Then you have to have the leaning on the thing.
You got to have the flies round the mouth, you know, the children.
This means everything to us. You must believe that we will beat them. Yeah, a team that finished 17th up against Mikel Arteta's champions elects.
But you have to get the head down
sweat and tears will be left on the pitch. Passion, fire, determination. It means, and then you get a couple of zesty pictures of Aaron Ramsey scoring a goal. Fucking a bang front flipping. Then you get another side-on shot. Piss off, man. These man
with a little bit of music in the background as well.
Yeah, music in the background
with the violins, the piano.
Yeah, let me just say quickly. Even if we win today, which I expect us to do, 1-0 Arsenal, a 7-point lead over City with 78 points to play for, still not safe. Karma.
Chelsea away coming. Come on.
Yeah. So,
thanks.
Yeah,
bro. These man forget they got short memories, man. Most of our players be fucked by Christmas. Like, that's what it is. Wait till the cold weather sets in properly. Frost on the ground, snow on the pitch.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Man.
Wearing long sleeves and leggings and gloves and that with the bobble hats on.
Move,
yeah, the muscles get a little bit tighter. All of a sudden, Declan's broken toes, feeling it again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know the snoods. I can't wait for the snoods. That one's killer.
Crazy.
Oh, the
Listen, bless up, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, big up, man.
Appreciate you all, man. Bless up, lads. Have a good one. Take care.
Peace. Later, bro. Later.
Big up Mr. Pads, who said Lenny Pincus McLean. Man knows about Lenny.
Yeah.
That's a good one as well.
Absolute joke. But views. Tell us, bro. Tell us, like your final prediction of this game, and what do you think? What do you think, man? How's it gonna play out? How are we gonna score? I just want to know how we're gonna score. I can't see
if I knew that, bro, then I'd be picking numbers every week for the lottery. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got our main goal threatening Gabriel. Do you know what I mean? He's our main
striker.
Yeah, our main striker. You know, and he's our main central defender. So I really don't know. They're gonna have to try and play some football today. I think it's gonna be a stink fest, man. It's gonna be like the battle of the ravaged squads, you know, the injury derby. I think they've got 11 injuries. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know how much we have. I kind of agree with Jez. I feel like it's going to be a draw, but I can't really predict us to draw or lose. So I'm just saying 2-1. But I think it's going to be stinky. God knows how we're going to score. We might actually have to play some football today. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, battle of the injuries, man. 2-1, I'm going to say Arsenal.
Man. Shane, could you explain to me, like, for real? I really don't know how we're gonna win this game without our goal threat, Gabriel. That's all I've been seeing these couple of weeks. Actually, 2 years. That's all I've been seeing for these 2 years, or let's say that since the start of the season, especially. How are we gonna score now? With you can already see they don't even have Xavi Simons in that midfield. You know why? They put on the runners. They put on the people that work in midfield. They don't even want to play football, Shane. They don't want to play football. They want to go through this game.
Spurs are going to do just what they did to City away this season. They're going to lock up and just spring on the counter-attack. Kudus and Spence out the right. They'll just play diagonal balls whenever Calafiori goes missing. A lot of hassle will come down there, and him trying to get back when he hasn't trained.
Would you do that if you was a Spurs manager?
That's exactly what I'd do. That's exactly what I'd do. Hincapié, I'd get in his face. He's got a short temper. I'd get in his face. I'd get in Calafiori's face, and I'd just concentrate on that side and just punt it over. Kudus is strong. He's quick. And I'm actually really worried when I think about that right side. I think Thomas Frank might have pulled a masterstroke with this. I really do. I think he'll have the three centre backs will give Van der Ven chance to burst forward as well if they counter attack. He'll be fucking charging forward. I'd say he'll be on instructions too. If we break, the other two centre backs stay and you go join the attack. And I just think when Calafiori goes wandering, they're just going to punt it over to the right. Spence and Kudus will get it and just completely overload. They'll overload our centre back and our left back. Saliba will have a lot to do. He did well last season with dealing with Kivior, but people overdid the whole Kivior thing. He wasn't brilliant. He just wasn't as bad as we thought he would be. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. I think there could be a red card. If there is, who knows who it'll go to. But I think 1-0 to us with a penalty or something like that. But look, this is the highest scoring game in Premier League history. This one I don't think will be, but sometimes it can just spark off. You just don't know. We could end up putting 3 past them. Who knows? But I'd love to see a comfortable win. I'll take a 1-0 win, but a draw is as bad as a loss. And I mean that. People, you can quote me on it now, not just for the points, because of what it says to City and all. They go, yeah, no, same old Arsenal. We're all right here. Same old Arsenal. They're not going to take their chance. So this is massive, as in, it not just for the points, it lays down a marker to say, yeah, we've changed. And that'll put the shits up the likes of City, who might then slip up thinking, oh, well, it's not, lose a bit of hope. But I do worry about our left-back position. I think we're going to get hit there. An unfit Calafiori, who's already suspect before. It's criminal that he's starting. Absolute criminal. And I don't ever want to hear anyone else complain about injuries, because that's it now. That tells you everything you need to know. 6 days later, from not being fit to even train with Italy, he's fit to start in North London Derby. Make that make sense. But I'll still go 1-0 despite all that. I think I'm worried about them down the right. I just think we'll have enough.
But Shane, Skelly hasn't played. They'll tell you, this is what they'll tell you, okay? They'll tell you Skelly hasn't played all these games.
Hincapié hasn't played either, though.
I know you would say that. And I would say Hincapié is playing. Their desperate times call for desperate measures. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've seen Mosquera and Saliba together. That's why I said, what's wrong with this spastic playing Hincapié as the centre back? Because we haven't seen a lot of that. That's the only reason.
He didn't sign Mosquera though. He didn't know who he was. He openly admitted that was a Berta signing. The one that I asked for. Sorry to cut across you. Hincapié is more. Yeah, no. He's admitted that himself in the press conference. Says, "Oh, that one was down to Berta and the scouts." And it's something that I said all the time. Is that I hope he's kept an eye on a few players, little gems that he brings over. The only reason that he came in against Liverpool, Hincapié would have if he hadn't injured him in training. Hincapié wasn't on the bench that day, so it would have been Mosquera in while Saliba was out. I'm telling you, it would have been Hincapié in while Saliba was injured. I'm nearly certain of that. But he brought Mosquera in because he had to, and then he played well. And then as soon as he made one mistake against Newcastle, he ripped him off at halftime. Like he does this. Hughes calls it all the time with Eze and all. He's waiting to take him off. Can't wait to get him off. Not his player. Can't wait to get him off. As soon as Mosquera took him off at halftime for an injured Saliba, I might add.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And even Gabriel, that game, Shane, yeah. Even Gabriel was making mistakes. So if you took him off because of mistakes,
Gabriel was worse than him that day.
Exactly.
Should have got sent off. Gave away the goal.
Yeah. And Mosquera, he did have some serious mistakes, but like both of them had mistakes, so it's not fair to take him off. You know what I'm saying? He just shattered, you know what I'm saying, his you know how we feel when you're playing, you just get taken off. After I happened to me, you know what I'm saying, 20 minutes in, come in, you're not performing, I'm saying the coach takes you off. It's just the disrespect. It's so embarrassing. Isn't it? It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But yeah, BBK, tell us, bro. Tell us. You're positive about the game today. Tell us how, in your opinion, how are we going to score that goal? How are we going to score that goal?
I'm positive about the result that we're going to win, about the actual football. It's about to be 90 minutes of shit. You know, I think it's going to be a dead game of football. Spurs have the best away record in the league, or their best road records, because they're allowed to sit back away from White Hart Lane. When they're at White Hart Lane, they make a back pass. The entire crowd moans and urges them to go forward. To see the Chelsea game. Every time they made a back pass, the crowd was moaning. They don't have that burden today, so they're allowed to sit back. We all know that low blocks does give us a problem, does give us an issue. I think we will get a couple of corners today. That Vicario is god-awful on set pieces, so I think that's where we get some change out of Vicario. He does not command his box well on corners or set pieces or free kicks that are close to the goal. I think the advantage us. Disadvantage us is Calafiori up against Kudus. I think we could have some pain there. But I think the first half of football, you will see it'll be in the name of control for a 0-0, and then in the second half, we try to nick it off a set piece. I do think that you will see Thomas Frank, if the game is close, or it's still a 0-0 in the 75th minute, you see a Brennan Johnson come on for his space.
He will go for the win, BBK, won't he? If it's tight. Yeah.
So, but I think just off the strength of us being at home, controlling the game, I don't think it will be an exciting game of football. This will not be a Inter Milan versus Barcelona. This is about to be slow, boring. Yeah, I apologize to all of you who are doing watch-alongs, because you're about to be. Hey, make sure you engage with your chat or your comment section, because you're going to be yawning at the screen. You know, but yeah, I think we nick 1-0 set piece off Marino or something. Yeah, not a great game. I'm not anticipating a great game.
Good call.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, I've never. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard yesterday. I heard the video where North and Lee were going back and forth with Christian and Creatine Dan. They were talking about like we're first. How are we not performing? How are you telling us that Eze's not performing and Stacker's not performing? It's because we're not scoring from open play. They're talking about open play. They're talking about football. The open play, you actually play on the pitch. Set pieces and open play are two separate things. Set pieces are down to the set piece coach. So that's the set piece coach's job. He fixes that. And then open play is actually the manager. So Stacker not performing, Eze not performing, Gyökeres not performing. It's true. They're not performing on a consistent level, on like a 90-minute thing. 70-minute, 80-minute, every game. You're one of the best players in the world, right? Yep. So I'm putting you in that pedestal. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you being first doesn't mean you've been performing. The best players have been Timber, Saliba, I know, debatable. Gabriel, Raya. That's about it. Declan Rice.
That's I mean, Lee said it earlier. Like Villa was winless in their first 5 games, and now they're 4th. It's an indictment of how bad the league can be. You know, so yeah.
Facts, bro. Facts. But yeah, people, we gotta run out of here. And I'm saying, get ready for the game. Get your coffee ready. I already got it. Coffee ready.
Yeah. We need to get the coffees, people. Get them, stack them up. I've got a few cans of Monster down there. You know what I mean?
Top it up with some Red Bull. You get me, like.
It's
all the way, man. All the way.
It's always time,
something else if that's your thing. Use something else as well. just stay. I'll be talking on the phone. I'll be honest. I just call my friend. He's a Man United fan, and we just take the piss on the phone, listening to Lee. You know, what I'm saying, moving around, just listening to everyone on YouTube. That's what I'll be doing because it's just. Oh, man.
It's easier, isn't it? It is easier. You don't feel like you're going fucking insane. Like, you know,
you got to laugh or you're gonna cry, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's my
exactly,
mantra. You know what I mean,
bro? I don't want to see random crosses into the box and then recycling the ball and go back. But it is what it is. Hopefully we win.
Unfortunately, you will see that. You will see that.
Thank you for being here. Views always, bro. Legend. And I'm saying, Shane, salute to you, my friend. And BBK, you already know my guy. Big up to everyone that was here as well. Jezza, Lee, and you guys in the chat, bro. Big up to every one of you, bro. Big up. We're gonna redirect you to Lee now. So go hang out with Lee. I think Matty's gonna be there. Ola, you know the team. That's what we're gonna be on as well. And yeah, people, we're out. Love.